Greetings to all of you. I am Agnes, and I'm going to share with you our own experience in creating and impacting an advocacy against online sexual abuse and exploitation of children. But first, let me share with you the context for which we have this advocacy. First, the Philippines was tagged by UNICEF as the online child sex capital of the world. Our country, sadly, is the global hub for child pornography. Since 2017, child pornography has become a billion-dollar industry in the Philippines, with a 2-month old baby as the youngest recorded victim. The Philippines was also named as the social media capital of the world, where online violence or cyberbullying affecting half of the Filipino children ranging from ages 13 to 17 years old happen. Cyberbullying as one of the leading causes of the rising incidence of suicide among teens in our country. Predicaments such as this would require a whole nation approach to create an impactful awareness campaign. We are in the Philippines, we are married, and we cannot remain indifferent to the realities that threatens the God-given dignity of our Filipino children. For this, the Marist Brothers East Asia Province, through the Child Protection Desk headed by Brother Crispin Pibatita, FMS, connected with an organization in the country who leads other organizations in creating programs to protect children online, and that is Cyber Guardians PH. We work in collaboration with them. What happens next is also to connect ourselves with the school systems. We were able to connect with Notre Dame Educational Association of the Philippines, an organization of 63 schools, where our two Marist brothers, Brother Manny De Leon and Brother Pat Capuz, were members of the board. We presented with them programs in order to make interventions on this alarming reality. Through the assistance of Nishan Kara, we were able to have these components of the program. First is the education and promoting awareness among the school administrators, the guidance counselors, the principals, the prefect of disciplines, and even the presidents of the Parents Association. Second, we gathered the five key leaders of these 63 schools in order for them to be equipped with cyber leadership youth empowerment program. And from them, they will be the one to cascade it with their own peers when they go back to their schools. And the education of all students. And important, equally important, is the digital parenting, which is the education of our parents. These allowed us to create a link and educate them of the newly approved law in the Philippines, which is the RA 11937, or Republic Act 11937, which is an act punishing online sexual abuse or exploitation of children, penalizing the production, distribution, and possession and access of child sexual abuse or exploitation materials. We have reached 10,259 parents, 14,720 students, and 315 school administrators. What about the impact? I had an information given by one of the principals of our marriage schools, Mrs. Lian Rosalie, and she shared and gave a testimony that our advocacy has affected the curriculum design. They were able to make curriculum and instruction covering the online sexual abuse and exploitation of children, teaching the students to be alert about it and to take protective stances for themselves. We have a school based research in order to indicate the attitudes of students online, and this data driven approach maximize the relevance and effectiveness of our advocacy to make them in cybersecurity and against online sexual abuse. School policies was also revised. The 2024 edition of the student handbook is now includes a formal agreement for responsible social media use. Student leaders have been empowered. They too went into community outreach and make themselves available to raise a consciousness among fellow youth to be alert in terms of the detriments or the problems that will cause abuses online. And community extensions have been maximized with students ready to make themselves available for the service of the community. We need to understand also that apart from this advocacy, the church is calling us to take actions on it. Last year, on March 2024, the Universal Guideline for the Protection of Minors by the Commission for the Protection of Minors in Rome released these guidelines. In Guideline 2, it says clearly that physical and online environments promote safety and contain appropriate safeguards to minimize the opportunity of children and vulnerable adults to be harmed. Criteria 2.1 of that guideline says a comprehensive safe environment program is implemented that addresses both physical and online risk. The church has spoken. It will only take all of us to take part in protecting our children at risk online. This is Agnes, and join us in this advocacy.